Hey guys, in this video we are going to add the stock management in our IMS. So currently we don't have the um, stocks updated once we receive a delivery from our purchase orders. In our database we have the inventory, we also have the order product which captures this data. However, as you can see, the products we don't have the stocks, or in our app we don't show how many stocks left in our inventory. So in this video we are going to add it, and of course here currently the way we update our purchase orders once we receive products from our supplier, we just update a single record. So for example, this batch here, let's go to our product supplier, not product, so this batch. So if I update it, then it will just update a single row. So what we are going to do is update this. So there are cases that the supplier might deliver the product, not the, not the whole quantity we ordered. So for example, we ordered 20 quantity and they only have 5 um, quantity on their hands, so they delivered first the 5 quantities in this week, and then the remaining will be delivered into the next week. So with that process we cannot pull or don't have the records on how many times the supplier give or delivered us the product. So in this video we're going to add that feature. So here I have a note, we need to create a new table. So this will be the storage for every deliveries that the supplier made to our system, or to our store or something. And then also here we'll need to update the main product table, which has the stock or the quantity, so every time they deliver the data and then or the product. And then here we need to make sure also here the way we save the data, we need to handle or change the way to change it to capture the main order, the product order product table, and also our newly created table, which is this one. So let's get started. So we need to create our database first, or table. So here we can add a new table. So let's call it order product history, and then we have the column 4. So we'll have the ID, which is the primary key, quantity we received, date received, connects batch number. Also here we'll have the batch number and the row ID from our order product table. So well, the batch number, we don't need the batch number for now, we can just use the row ID, since this row ID, the batch number, can be pulled using the row ID. So here what we're going to do is add the order product ID see, and then the date received. So here let's add, so 1 2 3 4 dated 5 columns. So let's just create this ID, primary now. Next we need to do is save, and then here we need to add a relation view. So here we add the column order product ID. In our inventory, it should connect to our order product, so this table connects with the ID, so it's save. So now if we look at our structure, we have the order product ID is now a foreign key. So next we need to update this one. So let's go to view order.php, then here so I think we don't need changes to this, but this qty receive, so this is the table. We need to set this one to 0, so this means update 0. So this is where we input how many quantity we receive. So instead of showing the current quantity that we receive, we'll just set it to 0. And then here we can add a new table, so or column, so we know how much we received. So let's add that table quantity received, and then here we'll have the quantity delivered. So this one we'll add a new column. Here we'll need to have the quantity received, this one, if we refresh, update, so we ordered, we received, delivered. Let's just add a new order. Submit order, so this one. So if we update, so quantity received is none, ordered is 1 2 3, delivered. So here we'll need to update the PO quantity received, so it should be quantity delivered. I'm just going to change the theme. Now here we can update our JavaScript file. This one, so this one. So instead of receive, we'll have delivered, and also here it should be QTY delivered list. Here should be so. Now let's just go to our update order.php. Then here we can dump our payload or check if we capture correctly the data. So here we can have update. If we add one, so maybe first delivery is today, so status is still pending, and since it's not complete, if we click OK, go to network. So let's try it again. So let's see here. So here we have quantity delivered to, so that's right, satisfying ID order 23. Let's try to do this multiple row. 23 and then here 24. If we click OK, we should have 23, 24 pending row ID. So now we successfully captured the data, and then here we need to so this is the loop statement which process each of these products. So here we'll need to insert script adding to the order product history table. So, and the data that we need is, we'll need to have the order product ID, how much quantity received, date received, and then date updated. So as you can see here, we need to also update. So this receive, it will be now delivered. Then also, as you can see, the key, we changed the key. This will be quantity delivered. So we have the delivered, the status row ID is still the same. The quantity order, well, actually we don't need this one, but since we have this QTY remaining column, will we compute how much is left remaining. So yeah, so here the quantity received, we need to update this one. So basically it will just add how much is the delivered quantity to the current quantity we received. So way to do that one is So the quantity received, execute, so update quantity received. This quantity received, we don't need this one. This row, so in this we'll need to get this QTY received, so we'll know how much quantity we have, and then in the once we update, we'll just get this value added to how much we received or the quantity we delivered, so we'll get the total or the updated quantity that we received. So that's the quantity I receive here. So the quantity received, so we did this one, so we can this way we don't need to pull first the data and pull how much we have or the quantity, current quantity that we have. This way we'll just get it from our HTML instead of pulling first this data. So but you can do it that way. So if we don't have this QTY receive, you can just, since you have the row ID, you can just query the quantity received of that current row and then add it to how much we delivered. So here we'll just use QTY receive QTY receive list, and then here we'll just use QTY QTY receive. Then here so try to bottom the purchase orders, then die. Then here just comment this out. We refresh, update, see we have 3. Okay, as you can see here, receive 0 or empty, delivered 3, status pending 21. Okay, so now we can use the variable current QTY receive, which is PO, and then the key, just try to die, see if this will return a value. Okay, so it's 0. Of course we don't save the data if it's 0 received, so this is helpful especially if we update multiple records. If this product let's try this. So if you want, just in case we only want to update this product, then as you can see here, 0 is our default QTY delivered here. We don't need to add this in our record since it doesn't have value. So with this code, it will always or only save the records that have real quantity delivered. So if current QTY received greater than 0, let's wrap this one inside the code. So now here we can have so the quantity remaining will be, so now we have the current quantity received. What we're going to do is updated QTY received. So basically that's the addition, or yeah, just the QTY or the current quantity and then the delivered. So here we have the current quantity plus delivered, that will be the updated QTY, and here we can just set the QTY received. So basically this will be now the total quantity after the current delivery. So quantity received, no, this one, remove this one. Also the QTY remaining will be ordered, and then the updated new QTYs, QTY remaining here. We have the row ID. Now we need to add a script. So let's move that comment to the top. Start this QTY remaining ID. So here let's add order. Let's see, just try to grab columns for adding data. So just copy this one, then here this will be delivery history, then here we'll have so we need to have this, so the order product ID, this is a foreign key from the row ID, so we'll just use the row ID. The quantity we receive will have how much delivered or product was delivered in that delivery. So date received, let's go to date received. Basically the date updated, it's a date. So here we can do, or the script insert into our order product history, then we'll have here product ID, receive, date received, date updated, then here just use this one. So the same thing, prepare and then execute. So let's try. So refresh. So as you can see here, it's a Let's try to click OK. It's updated, but as you can see we have that 0 quantity, so order history should be empty. So do the update. Just try 50 quantity delivered, still pending, it's not complete. Okay, so if we refresh, there's an error to our order product 167 should be current order is batch 320. So here, as you can see, it's order received remaining, there are null now. So let's try quantity received. So let's just try to bottom these variables. Let's do again, update. Try to complete again. It seems like it is not running this code, so we do is I'm sorry, so here this it should not be the quantity received, but it should be the delivery. Sorry about that. So here should be the delivered. If it's greater 0, then we process. So let's try to remove this. I'm sure this will work. So if we update, we have 50 quantity received. Okay, and it's showing our supplier data. Okay, so delivery history. So refresh again, but as you can see, it updates this QTY. That's because it runs this and it didn't run the history. So currently in our history we still have empty data. So if we try again, 32, that means it will be added to the new QTY received. As you can see, it's now 82. Then here we should have order product ID, which is the row in this order product 21, this row. Then here how much we received, 32, and then the date. So if we try again, update, let's make this to complete. So we'll just need 41. Then here say it's complete. Okay, so now we have complete order. Now if we refresh, we should have the same order product ID with a different quantity. So here's the new record that we added, or the delivery history.